At the beginning of the last century, these ships were the link between California and the rest of the world. The Thayer brought lumber to San Francisco to rebuild the city after the 1906 earthquake and fire. The Balclutha brought grain from California around Cape Horn to England and to Europe. These sailing ships were the only connection between California and the world economy. Today, 100 years later, 1 billion people are globally interconnected, creating new markets, creating new opportunities. Sun is a proud sponsor of the Davos World Economic Forum. Here, we're learning to see through each other's eyes. We're creating a new global vision. The new Gemini telescope, high atop Hawaii's Mauna Kea volcano, brings remote galaxies into view. Scientists around the world are remotely looking through the telescope, studying the stars to understand our origins here on Earth.
Not far from the shore on the island of Hawaii, scientists are working to unlock the riddles of the universe. To see how our knowledge of the stars is expanding, we've come to the deepest mountain on Earth, Mauna Kea, rising 17,000 meters from the seafloor to the summit.
Here at the summit, the world's largest collection of telescopes surveys the stars. These telescopes are linked by network to the world of scientific observers remotely distributed around the globe. Our digital journey is thus taking us from the stars to the top of this mountain out to the rest of the Earth.
Digital Journey's John Gage began the day here at Halepuhaku, a living compound for the scientists who operate the telescopes. Located at 9,000 feet, it's where they come to catch their breath. From here, the expedition sets off for the mountaintop. John Gage has come to Mauna Kea to see the role of networking technologies in the Gemini project, a multinational effort to build twin 8.1-meter astronomical telescopes. Gemini 1 is here. With its twin in Chile, it will provide complete unobstructed coverage of both northern and southern skies. Telescope technology has come a long way since Galileo.
The optics themselves can bend and flex and keep themselves in alignment. And so like sort of modern aircraft, each one of these systems, the secondary mirror, the primary mirror, the telescope drives, the enclosure that the telescope sits in, the actual mount, all are controlled by independent computers. They're all talking to each other all the time.
Computer control allows the mirrors to shape as the atmospheric distortions of the light change. It makes the image sharper, and that image is transmitted from here by network to astronomers around the world.
Eventually, we'd like to operate the telescope over the internet. The advantages are that you don't have to travel to Hawaii, which may sound like a disadvantage, but if you don't have the money to it, it means in the past you simply couldn't do your science. It also means that different people all over the world can collaborate in real time.
So it really is a partnership between the technology of telescopes, the partnership of the networking, and people's imagination. That sort of triangle, if you like, of technology, networking, and imagination will actually be looking at the universe in a decade, in 10, 20 years' time, saying, wow.
Connections are transforming countries and cultures. China, the world's largest country, is reforming itself. China is recreating China.
Students at this advanced high school in Shanghai are dedicated to excellence in every field. Despite their Spartan dormitory life, they have unlimited expectations, and they are devoted to building a new China.
Well,
we studied our country's history, we're always proud of the 4 inventions, literary accomplishment, arts, cultures. I remember a dramatic letdown when we were studying histories. We realized that Chinese culture as a nation, as a country, never experienced industrial development.
Today, students study post-industrial technology. High schoolers are learning to write computer programming like BASIC and Java.
It took 10 years for PC to really took off in China, but only took internet 6 months, 1 year to really being broadly accepted.
It seems like people can talk more directly and equally on the internet, and you can talk to almost anyone.
As the students of this graduating class from prestigious Fudan University pack their bedrolls to leave for the last time, they enter a world where the only certainty is technological change. Don Shi has come to Fudan to recruit students for his software company.
We go out actively to different provinces to talk to different universities, to colleges, to the graduates, and introduce them the future of web. And from there, we hire the individuals who are qualified and most importantly, has the motivation to learn the technology.
In order to develop, Chinese policy is to rebuild the institutional sinews of the state. Everything from the banking, legal, and delivery systems must be brought into the 21st century.
There are infrastructures being constructed in China which make it exciting to participate in the early stage.
Don Shi's company, Halcyon, is poised to develop the software that's needed.
One of the difficulties of e-commerce is the standardization of different technology. So that's the vision that we have in terms of participating in e-commerce, to use Java as the foundation.
Halcyon now employs 80 young engineers at its facility in Guangdong in southern China. Soon there will be 200. For these young Chinese, it's like a postgraduate school. Their pay is low by Silicon Valley standards, but the future is bright.
All they have to do is focus on learning, focus on gaining the technology they need in order to participate in the development cycle.
Over the last millennium, China resisted foreign technologies. Now, these young engineers are creating the software that will enable their country to evolve into the digital future.